5 years.
Oh, you are.
There's more answers for the police question.
So I have a few things. I'm not as well-rounded in politics or local politics as Rick is. Rick's very, very knowledgeable. He's been involved in the past. So, it's okay. So, listen, I am a conservative Republican, however you want to say it. I grew up in Quincy Point. So people that don't know me, my name is Alongi. I'm a former police officer, former Marine. I grew up in Quincy, raised in Quincy, but kind of well-rounded in Weymouth. My uncle, the house that I live in now, my wife and I, we own now, over Rosita Road. It used to be First Field 98 traffic. So I grew up here back in the days when Rick was talking about when life was a little simpler, a little less buildings, it was a town. You could do whatever you wanted as long as your neighbors are okay, and nobody really bothered you. Things have changed, yes, things have changed, things have gotten better. I've seen a lot of change since I was a little kid on the dirt road, on Rosita Road, prior to a place across the street from Garofalo Road, before Garofalo Road was there. I used to hang around Garofalo Road. Great place to hang out. Before, when the woods were, before Queen Anne's was there, we used to party in the woods and hang out, and just, you know, harmless kid, right? So, but yes, things have changed. I've seen a lot of building things here, and I myself have said, "Wow, when is this going to stop? When is enough?" But as I've learned, there are places. We do need places for people to go. Having housing, proper housing for people, affordable housing. And yeah, there's a percentage of it that you have to do, and that's, no matter where you go, you can't get away from that, and that's okay. But having places where people have high rent brings in a different kind of class of people as well, which is a good thing. It's not always a bad thing. My issues are, why can this company build there when somebody wants to build a 2 or 4 family and can't? So that's where I want to, those are the questions that I have, and that's where I want to, why is this R1? When maybe somebody can put a 2 family or a 4 family then, just a single guy, worked hard all his life, wants to have a little bit of extra income. Those are the questions that I want to know, and those are the questions that I want to help learn about, to be able to maybe help make those decisions with the town council and with the mayor. You know, like I said, Weymouth's a great place. We talked about water and MWRA, things like that, and he gave a great explanation. So, piggybacking on that a little bit, yeah, it would be nice to be able to use the ponds for what they're meant to use, for relaxation, for fishing, to have all that. If we have to tie all that up, where are you gonna spend some time? You know what I mean? People lived on these roads where they had lakes they could swim in and have their boats in. Be able to do that again. I'm not a big building guy. I didn't want to live in a big city. I came from Quincy, a big city. I worked in Boston all my life. Weymouth is a great place. As long as we don't overdo it, I think we're in great shape. I don't have a lot of answers to a lot of the questions. Again, I'm still learning some of the political things that are going on in town. I just want to know what my role is and how I can serve the people of Weymouth. I've always been the person that my wife will tell you, throwing things at the TV, getting mad, getting upset about it. And somebody said, well, just try to do something about it. So we made a couple attempts to learn a little bit more and try to do something to try to help the community. I grew up as a police officer, part-time. I wasn't a full-time officer, but I got the chance to go out on the road, pull people over, back up to full-time cops, walk into somebody's house.
Oh, they're turning it up. How
We did it
about
all.
that?
I trained and I learned and did it all. And as a Marine protecting our country, I get to see a little bit more, maybe some of the things that I didn't really want to see, but I got a chance to see. It's a great place, a great country, great community. So it's kind of how I want to give a little bit of service. I stopped being a Marine, stopped being a police officer. This is just kind of the next move. Maybe I can serve somehow, somewhere. Will I be a great councilman? I have no idea. But I'm willing to learn from the predecessors before me and listen to the people that I meet. I am door knocking. I do that for a living. I knock on people's door, try to harass them to buy salt. So while I'm there, so that was my pitch. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have two people. I'm a chef by trade, and I still am involved in the culinary world in a pretty good way. But I sell solar. So when I was knocking on doors collecting signatures, hi, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I don't have any solar panels in the back of my car. But if you do want solar, we can talk about that later. Right now, I'm running for town council, and that got me in the door. So I have no problem knocking on doors. I have no problem asking people to put what it is that they want to see happen around town. And I guarantee it's going to happen. No, am I going to do a better job than Artie? I have no idea. But I will tell you this, I have a different direction of where I want to see our town go, and I have a different direction of where I'm going to listen to people that I think. You know, I have a different mindset than he does. Not a bad guy. I knocked on his door when I was collecting signatures. So, I can take a couple quick questions or questions. I don't obviously I don't want to take up too much time. I want to get to this big event. Anybody have a question that I could?
We'd appreciate it if whatever you did was for the taxpayers.
Listen, I'm a taxpayer. We just don't get me started. We just went through that. And again, you know, like Rick said, we're not, my mom's in Quincy. I'm glad I'm in Weymouth. You know what I mean? Tax-wise, I'm glad I'm in Weymouth. I have a friend in Rockland. He's got a bunch of acres and he's paying $17,000. He's got a big property. But he's not paying $10 a square foot, you know. The other thing too is, you know, my mom's already on MWR. Quincy, you know, Braintree. My daughter lives in Braintree. They're paying that stuff. But yeah, good drinking water is important. We need that for the future. The police, you mentioned some of the police. I was a Rockland cop part-time. So yeah, my job was to drive up and down the place that I lived for a bunch of years as a Marine over at South Weymouth. I still call it the base. A lot of us do, right? But yeah, you're gonna need something. You're gonna need definitely gonna need some police protection over there.
So I think you have a think tank here that can help you with talking points. And I think we all are incumbent to help you do the best you can against Artie. And just, you know, what are issues? What do people care about? Especially conservative, tax-paying, kids in schools, whatever. So help our candidates with
I appreciate it because, again, like Joe said, you can't do this all alone as the chair. I can't do this all alone either. It's just not my opinion. I have my opinion. I keep it between my wife and I. You know what I mean? For the most part. Once you tell me what you want, I'm simply a voice to go do it in your direction. Doesn't mean I like everything that's going to happen, but then of course I have to put my
you have to pick and choose what
I
are
have to
your
pick and
values.
choose what are my values. Does it make sense as well?
Ray, you've both talked about going to MWRA for water, especially because of the huge increase in residential housing, which I still don't understand why it has to be so much. But is it going to cost us a lot more if we go to MWRA?
I'm not qualified to answer that. I don't know. I can tell you that my mom does. So for me, I've never understood the fact that if I take a gallon of water out of my sink and cook it or evaporate it or drink it, I understand you're going to charge me that much more for sewage. What if it never hits the sewer? I understand, well, I used it for that. What if I pee in Braintree? Are they paying for it? I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So there is a cost to it, I understand. Fresh drinking water is not cheap. We don't drink the water in Weymouth. We bottle water, we have that thing delivered. So if I can drink water out of my tap, save money, there is a savings. But yes, I get what you're saying. If we're gonna grow so big, now you're gonna cost us more money. I don't have kids in college, or I don't have kids in school, but I'm still paying for that. And I get it. It's the community you live in. It's part of pardon my French, part of your democracy that we live in, right? Or the republic that we live in. We all kind of watch over each other. But still, yeah, there has to come a point where what's in it for me, or where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
If you got kids, maybe you should pay more. Maybe you don't have kids, but that's not the way.
Ray, I don't know all the financials, but I
don't
see
either, yeah.
huge amount of building going on,
Yeah.
huge amount of traffic increase.
Yeah.
Where's it going to end? Try to go past this intersection by the Walmart intersection.
And
up
understand,
there.
too,
The Winter Street intersection, the Lake Street intersection, the Middle Street. Forget going to South Weymouth or Pleasant Street.
Yep.
It's terrible, and it's only going to get worse.
So how do we stop that? And is this something that, is it the mayor's fault? Does he have a say in it? Where if he said no more building, is the state going to come in and say that's not the way it works? The state's going to put in who they want to put in. The mayor can say, if the mayor says okay, then all right, then he can pick and choose what's best for us, for our town. Where if the state does it, we don't have a choice of who.
I don't know these things, but I think it's affecting our quality of life in this town.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we're gonna grow. We're gonna grow. It's inevitable. Not to mention my business. sell solar. Solar is the new way, whether you like it or not. Whether you want solar on your roof or whether you buy electricity, you're getting solar because the utility companies are going solar. Things are going to progress whether we want them to or not sometimes. Our job is to see how much we can control the growth of it, right? So hopefully, listening to what you have to say, listening to what everybody else has to say, we can just pose that question and say, where does it stop? What can we do to keep it?
I heard the mayor say it'll take, if we decided today to hook up to Quabbin Reservoir through MWRA, it would take 10 years before that water would get here. If we decided today, and we haven't decided that, is it even on the docket yet?
Over my head, I'm working on it. That's the everything who knows more about it. Not trying to dodge your question. I will find out.
But making you aware.
I will find out.
Oh, you got just a quick one, okay,
I
now
can't
we'll
vote for you usually, but I just want to thank you for stepping up. We need fresh voices and non-politicians.
Listen,
The people in your record. Thank you.
I was hoping not to talk too much. I told my wife, listen, I can get long-winded, I just want to do that.
You did great.
All right, thank you. And, anybody have